And the Yellow Jackets ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Alabama's offense will get the first swing of the game. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And on defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Right down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown time. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Yellow Jackets offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Looking to throw for it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Really impressed with how this team Momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on third down.
Secures it at the 30. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Here comes that Alabama offense. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. Commit to the run like this. Obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to throw on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Tompkins. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Now the play fake. Steps away. It's complete on the right side. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Caught near the sideline. It's Tompkins.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. On the option. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, And I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl VIII. They're up by a field goal over Iowa. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Open space at the 25. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. Wide out in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones. And
fires the pass. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Bama! How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got the back over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
Shoots it to the left. What a snag by the defense. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
They'll try the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. He now has 53 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. He'll toss it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break. And the ball is picked off.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Here comes the option. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And the point after is good. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the handoff. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll run the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Loses 4. Brings up 2nd down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Off play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
This guy just gives you I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
This has been a disaster for the offense down close to the goal line. The first snap, they get sacked. The second snap, they're lucky it wasn't picked, throwing that one into coverage. Here you go on third down. You're going to have to throw for it. You better be careful. QB's got to make a good decision.
Tripped up for the tackle. They'll play it safe and try for 3.
Number 17 on the field goal.
It's good.
Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of their way with their fingernails.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Bringing it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes that Alabama offense. Line gets set, first down. On the option. He'll toss it. He's past the 30. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
They'll ride the hot hand. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And the timing just a hair off. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He's got him wide open. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him tote the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
This time they'll go to the running game. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Going up top on first down. Fires to the right. Got his man. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Makes the grab on the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Goes to the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. A first down for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, cute. Those big plays, they want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
That man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! He broke away from the defense. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. He's looking to throw it. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Big play to start the drive, a little tougher sense. Now a crucial 3rd down on this drive. Now on the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy can catch it or nobody can catch it.
On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense snatches it, and they've reversed the field. And they'll get him down after a solid return. I don't know that there's anything more demoralizing to an offense than the fumble. I know the defense makes plays, but sometimes they just seem so unnecessary or sloppy.
And I think the offensive coordinator now has some decisions.
Picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
He's got the back in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
As a quarterback, I used to love throwing angle routes, especially against man coverage. You know you've got your running back one-on-one with that linebacker, and that's a play your running back should win every time.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On second down, wants to throw it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
The pitch. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Paging George B. Burdell. Paging George B.
And they don't
Burdell.
have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. On the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he'll be brought down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
3rd and goal coming up here. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And they get to him just before he scores. Run out of bounds at the 1.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. When you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
It's complete. A huge pickup. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the